Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you may find yourself on this beautiful planet. My name is Jonathan Campus, one of the faculty members of Masterminds Business School, and I'm happy to be together with you. I see that some of you are return delegates from some of our previous courses in Qatar, London, and most recently in Guangzhou, China. So fantastic being together with all of you. We see that many of you, well, we almost have every continent, not Antarctica, but all the continents represented. So we're happy that you could join us for this webinar. We're discussing our Singapore Leadership Summit. That's something to be excited about. And those of you who've joined us in previous conferences and summits, you know that, as many of you have said, this can be a life-changing opportunity to improve not only in leadership of businesses, corporations, and governments, but also just applicable information, a lot of common sense in a deeper way that can reach the hearts, not only the minds, and that's really our goal. And we're so grateful to hear those comments from so many of our former delegates that it was a life-changing moment, even though a short course, intense and deep. So that's very, very encouraging. So this Global Leadership Masterclass for top executives is something that, again, is deeper information. Some things that what we hear very often is that we've been trained to do things in a certain way, but then after the Masterminds Summit, it's like opens the mind and the ability to think outside the box. And that's something very encouraging. We're all happy as faculty members to be able to help in giving that inspiration and motivation. That's a real joy. So this Global Leadership Masterclass for top executives will be held between August 18 through the 20th. So we encourage you to come for registration day on the 17th, or you're welcome to come tour Singapore before if you like and get acclimated. But it's a beautiful location, the Novotel Singapore in Orchard Road area on Stevens Road. And if you know anything about Orchard Road, it's just this beautiful, high-tech, glowing area that's similar in shopping, like Fifth Avenue, Rodeo Drive, and Beverly Hills, for example. It's really a nice location, so we look forward to joining you there. And our course will go from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day. That includes a very nice lunch buffet as well as morning and afternoon tea breaks. So those all give time for us to connect and integrate with one another, to share our experiences and to learn from others. So a basic overview of the summit. This is designed for ambitious executives. This is designed for people who want to be better today than we were yesterday. And that's something, as faculty, makes us very happy when we hear the life-changing things that occur at these summits. And emerging leaders or even experienced leaders who want to see different perspectives on things, to be integrated with others from many other countries, it's a beautiful opportunity to scale your leadership qualities and abilities. And to connect with other global leaders is something that I can't emphasize enough, because beautiful relationships have come out of these meetings, these summits. And it's also, as a real bonus, an executive MBA certificate program. And this is designed specifically for top executives. So it's, in a very short period of time, an executive MBA certification. So that's something to be proud of. Many of the key topics here, I want to keep this as short as possible, but of course, visioning, having visionary leadership, how to improve, how to take care of others, to lead others, to influence others, wealth creation and management, wealth management for leaders, as well as transformational intelligence, being able to adapt, to grow, to have flexibility. The inner leadership, how we can drive ourselves in a positive way to improve, to become better, and to become even more outstanding leaders. Also, AI will be discussed, because that's something that's making an impact on the world. And I've noticed that at some of our summits, quite a few of our dear executives are a little bit maybe fearful of AI. So we want to address the concerns. We also want to address how it can be used in a very beneficial way, not just for making money, but also in leadership, how we can use AI in self-improvement and its strengths and its limitations. So we look at that very objectively. There's a few points that we'll cover that are very important regarding AI and our immediate time, but also the near future. Also, neurological leadership, emotional intelligence, having the ability to understand and to communicate in a positive way with others, very important, right? To be able to share those thoughts. And using emotional intelligence, something that sometimes is not so emphasized at conferences and summits. So we want to show the importance of having a holistic approach of leadership. So that's just a few of the topics there, but some of the benefits and highlights also include the executive MBA certificate, as was mentioned before, regarding leadership and management. Then comprehensive executive course materials will also be provided, things you can take home with you. The nomination into the Masterminds Fellows Forum, so not only the existing delegates that you're together with in Singapore, but also those former delegates, be able to connect with them. The Masterminds Award of Leadership Excellence, and then the networking possibilities and opportunities, really, with global leaders and decision makers from all over the world. Just recently, a couple weeks ago, we concluded our summit in Guangzhou, China, and it was beautiful there. We had about 30 delegates from 21 countries represented in the room. So the vast experience, centuries of, from academia to various forms of education to careers to building corporations, running governments, ambassadors, presidential advisors. We had quite a powerful room. And that networking there, some beautiful relationships were formed, and even with some of the local businesses that we connected with also. We'll also have a city tour of Singapore, so we'll be able to have another opportunity of deeper connections at that point. We'll have the luxury class yacht party also experienced, which is a lot of fun. And again, opportunity to connect. We have international business and leadership exposure. So not only among our delegates and our faculty, but sometimes we have local members that come in also, government officials and that, who can share their local insights on the way business is done in different countries. We have business collaboration opportunities, and some beautiful relationships have been formed at these summits. So it's very exciting. Also, a beautiful magazine is made of each summit. So your photo and profile information will be included in that magazine. So you'll be able to, a PDF will be sent to you, so you'll be able to see who else is also attending as we draw closer to the summit. And that way you can have some targets that, yeah, I really want to know that person. Wow, that's really interesting. So that's also very helpful. Then the Honorary Doctorate Award nomination for those who are qualified, the VIP delegates, and many more. We'll talk about a few of these things here in a little more detail. So the Executive MBA Certificate in Leadership and Management, this is something, it's not just some piece of paper or, thank you for coming type thing. It's an actual plaque, a beautifully presentable award that can be displayed in your office or, on your bookcase, and you can be proud to have that. So your employees or your whoever's part of your team, new or upcoming potential customers or contacts, clients, it garnishes a lot of respect. The MBS Award of Leadership Excellence also, for those who qualify, can receive this award, and that's a part of something that, again, you can be proud of. The Honorary Doctorate Award, that one's a little bit more of a rigorous process. If you've had 7 years of outstanding accomplishments in your field of industry or in your community, in your government, in your country, and you can show that, you have some evidence-backed, websites or published journals or things that can prove your activity for that 7-year period, then you can be nominated as an honorary doctorate award recipient. And our team, of course, through email and that, will communicate with you on that process So we won't go through every detail on that, but that's, again, another honor to be received. The graduation ceremony itself, the conclusion of the program, is a very exciting time. You're welcome to bring any friends that you have with you, or a husband, a wife, children, are all welcome to come to that event. And it's a celebratory time that's a real highlight of our summit. The Singapore City Tour, again, we'll have a nice guided tour of Singapore. It's a beautiful place, very exclusive, very unique in the world. So it's something to be, just that by itself is a great opportunity for you to see this high-tech city that is truly so far advanced and clean, and yeah, it's amazing. So you'll witness a lot on that. We'll also be able to help you out on the Singapore visa. We can support you and give information there, as we've helped many through the years to accomplish the visa process. So don't be worried about that one. And again, through our email contact there, we can help you to get a visa into Singapore if that's required. Also, who should attend? Well, that's a really open type question, because anyone who's interested, as I said before, becoming better today than I was yesterday, anyone with that mentality of self-improvement and trying to become a better person, but primarily a better leader, if you deal with people, you should be here. You should join us, because it doesn't matter if you're in the public or private sector, if you're a president, a prime minister, a bank president, a central bank member, directors, all types, C-level suite executives, everyone is welcome. This last summit here in China, we had several who were also faith leaders of their religious organizations. So anyone who has responsibility for caring for others' lives and caring for their work, their direction, their finances, yeah, it's really professional and top level. So everyone is welcome. We've had also many, which is a big compliment, who are life coaches, who are motivational speakers, who are business consultants, and different ones who have heard of masterminds, and they understand how passionate we are of sharing beneficial, useful, valuable information. And so again, you're all very, very welcome. As far as the summit ticket fees, the executive ticket is £2,500, and the VIP ticket, which of course includes everything with the executive ticket, plus some VIP perks and privileges. But the primary point there is the honorary doctorate award nomination. That's quite a process. It takes quite a review and quite a bit of work actually to receive that. So we'll work together with you and bring you to that point. But that's the £5,000 package. Executive ticket is $2,500. And how to register? You're welcome to join the website here or the email. Credit card, debit cards, international bank wire transfers are also possible. And if you need a payment plan, we can also work that out as well, our team there. The summit faculty, we come from all over the world and a vast array of backgrounds and experiences in life, just like our dear delegates. So it's a wonderful time to be together, and we certainly hope that you can join us. So a few questions and answers, typical things that we hear quite often. Are flights and accommodation and visa fees included in the summit fee? Well, actually, no, because we allow you can fly first class if you want, or you can stay in five-star hotels. Everyone should have that flexibility. So you take care of the accommodation and the flights and things of that nature, but we'll help you with the processing of the visa and things of that nature. Also, do we offer a payment plan? Yes, as mentioned before, so work that out with the listed email there. The Honorary Doctorate Award, just short details on that. That's a very special executive VIP privilege for the delegates who've made an impact, as mentioned before, in your profession, your industry, your community, your nation, and being able to prove 7 years of accomplishment in that area or more. So it's quite straightforward, but it's a bit of a process. So you want to start that one early. Also, do you offer visa assistance? Yes, as we mentioned before, because we've done this so many times in so many places, we're pretty good at helping out on the visa arrangements. So again, working that out with the email address. And as far as Masterminds Business School, we are a very holistic educational organization where we look out not just for making money, not just for increasing or scaling our businesses, but the holistic approach of reaching the heart, not just the mind. So it helps us to have more open eyes, ears, minds, and be willing to accept different thoughts. The world is a very changing place. The economies are fluid and flexible and changing, ever changing. So there's a lot of things that we discuss that go into great depth on our thinking process, thought process. We're registered in England, Wales, also in the USA, and in the UAE, United Arab Emirates, in Qatar, China, and several countries in Africa. And what I'm really proud of is that we work with a network of alumni from 107 countries. That's a pretty good accomplishment. As I said before, here in China, we had 30 delegates from 21 countries, and we got so much attention. This is an amazing point. So we had the summit followed by the Canton Fair, which is the world's largest trade show. And the summary of the Canton Fair on the world's largest television network, CCTV1, with like 1.4 billion viewers, saw our Masterminds delegates touring some factories and some local communities where we took them out and introduced to some of the local businessmen. That reached the world's largest television news in conclusion of the Chinese Canton Fair Summit. That's an amazing accomplishment. And we did not ask, we did not try for that to happen, but because they were so impressed with our delegates and our school that they took us to the world's largest television station. And we filmed it on Thursday and they put it on TV on Friday, so within one day. It's really amazing. And I'm very proud that Masterminds has such a good reputation around the world and is highly respected. So the certifications, the awards, honorary doctorate award, and all of that, it carries merit. And as a CPD certified provider also under the UK government, we're able to issue credits also toward the executive MBA. So we have a lot of things to offer, and we're so grateful that we can join together with beautiful people who are so talented from around the world. So it's my heartfelt desire that you come join us. August 17th is registration, so August 18th through 20 is our summit days in Singapore. So please feel welcome, and thank you for your time today.